Hello guys, how y'all doing? How's everyone? Happy to be here. You are hearing the voice of Grace reporting. How's everyone doing? How was Mother's Day? Listen, I want everyone to comment and tell me exactly what you guys did for Mother's Day, because like everyone was all dressed up. I saw some lovely pictures. I saw people posting pictures of their mom. I think I even saw one with a mom that was in jail. Yeah, she was behind them bars in these pictures. So even the jail moms, happy Mother's Day to y'all. Hopefully you come home soon, okay? And happy Mother's Day. I feel like every day is Mother's Day because us as mom, we have to do everything 369 million times for the year. I know they say it's 365, but come on, in one day, you'll be doing a lot, okay? So I just want to take the time out to thank you guys for coming on over here. Please to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to support my channel, you can do so. The description is in the box below. It's Grace. And I appreciate that. So guys, what's up? Did y'all miss me? Did you miss me? I missed you guys. Today I want to talk about something very, very interesting, and I want you guys input on it. I want you guys to like this video, and I want you guys to subscribe to the channel, and I want you guys to leave comments. I really want us to engage with each other and just see what's going on in the head top here. What's going on? All right, guys. So in other words, let's move on. Okay, let's get to the topic of hand. The topic that I want to talk about today, it's not a trendy topic. I'm not talking about getting your butt done. I'm not talking about getting your titties licked up here to your chin, and I'm not talking about lightening your skin and looking like Snow White. I'm not talking about that today. What I'm talking about today is something that's going to help you in the long run, okay? And the topic that I'm going to express myself on is emotional intelligence. Yes. So today's topic will be about emotions, but not just every emotion. No, we're not talking about every emotions now. We're going to talk about emotional intelligence. Have you guys heard that term before? Do you know what emotional intelligence is? Do you know if you have emotional intelligence? Do you know that? Because a lot of us don't know if we have that, so we don't know how to express certain things, and we don't know how to go about certain things. So what is emotional intelligence? If somebody was to come up to you and say, hey man, do you have emotional intelligence? It's not an everyday question somebody's gonna come and ask you, but you never know, like they say, it's like the lotto, you never know, So emotional intelligence is the capability to be aware and express one's emotion. It goes a little bit deeper in the meaning, but I just wanted to keep it surface, so that we can all have a great understanding of what we're about to talk about, So emotional intelligence, guys, is something you need to get, something you need to work on, and once you have mastered it, everything else in your life will fall into its proper place. You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about emotional intelligence and how if a lot of us or a lot of people in the everyday world had emotional intelligence, they would not be in a whole heap. You haven't heard that word in a long time. A whole heap of trouble. You understand? Because the emotion has not been checked at the door. Forget about the intelligence part of it. We're talking about the emotion. Can you control yourself in this setting, sir and ma'am? Can you come over here and behave accordingly? Can you be invited somewhere and not show your skin, and not show yourself, and not show? Can you just be mature? You ever had a friend or somebody that you're cool with, and you're not gonna invite them to that occasion because they're gonna act a fool? Right? Okay, so we all have that one person, and it may be like in a comical sense, but in the back of your head you're like, no, we're not inviting Shanae. No. We're trying to have a good time, and we're trying to come back to this restaurant. It's a nice restaurant. We don't want to be banned, okay? Because she does not have emotional intelligence, child. Intelligence at the least, okay? So when we talk about emotional intelligence, guys, we're talking about being sympathetic to others, not just thinking about yourself, not just worrying about what you want, not just worrying about what you can get out of somebody. We're talking about something about other people. Now, let's take it back to something that we all can relate to. Being in a relationship, being with someone. If you're in a relationship, right, it can be very good and it can be very bad. We all know that, right? But if you want it to be good, you have to have emotional intelligence so you can understand your partner better. You know, when you have these little skills, you know how they always say it's the little things that count? It's true. It be the little things. If your man have emotional intelligence to you as his woman, your birthday's coming. You have been saying since January, you've been saying, oh, I want these diamond earrings. Oh, these diamond earrings. Diamond. Oh, I love diamond. That's my favorite shape, you know? When your birthday comes, he takes you to Red Lobster. You're going to go because, you know, Red Lobster do got good food. But you're going to be like, damn, I was kind of hoping that, you know, okay, no earrings. Okay. You know, you're going to feel away because he wasn't listening to you. He wasn't listening. He probably just wanted to go to Red Lobster. Maybe that's his favorite restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So emotional intelligence, you're listening to your partner. Now you're taking what they're saying and you're going to plug it in. Oh, my girl, she likes diamond. Even if you can't afford the big expensive diamond. You know, they have cubic zirconian. You could get a cubic zirconian diamond. That'll do for now. Could be a placeholder. Okay. But at least she's going to say, you know what? He took the time out to listen and then to act on what I was saying, and now he has delivered. That's a man you need to give a little applause for. You know what I'm saying? Because he listened and then he reacted and then he delivered exactly what you wanted. So with emotional intelligence, it's a lot of things you could just cut out. It's like going on a diet. You could just cut out the carbs, cut out the sugar, cut out the soda, cut out all these things that you know it's not going to mean you no good. And once you cut those things out, you already know what you're dealing with. You understand? So that's the same thing with emotional intelligence. You have to be patient with other people. You have to be sensitive. You have to know how to love. You have to even recognize your anger. And you even have to recognize when you hate something. You have to recognize these things with the patience and emotional intelligence. You're at work, right? And there go Mary again. You know, always late, and I got to do her work. You know, I got to go home. I got my kids to take care of. You know, why don't she get here in time? You know, you're getting angry. She's getting angry. She's going to shake the table. You understand? So now, if you have emotional intelligence, you see that Mary is always late. I don't think she's doing it intentionally if she's always doing it. Maybe there's something going on with Mary. What you need to do is just turn off the work channel. Turn it off. Be like, you know what? Have a talk with her. Be like, hey, Mary, you know, what's going on? I noticed, you know, you relieve me. So when you're late, it kind of messes up my schedule. What's going on? Come to find out, Mary got more problem than a little bit. Now you can open up a different dialogue to find out what exactly you can do to help her. You went above and beyond. You didn't go to the manager. You didn't report on her. You know, you just spoke to her. A lot of people cannot do that. Sometimes you have people at work, they have cliques at the job. Yes. There's cliques in schools, cliques at the bars. Now you have cliques in the job. Okay? So you see Mary coming in, everybody start talking about them. Now everybody's following the herd. Nobody's saying, you know what, maybe there's something going on with Mary. Nobody in IQ has risen. Everything is still chilling. So now Mary is late. Mary's upset, you're upset, but nobody is coming to a solution. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. When you have these intelligence, you can see almost triggers in other people. You can see them. You can see when somebody's having a bad day. You can see if somebody's is about to have a meltdown. You know, if a lot of people had emotional intelligence on the workforce, look at the guy who came in and he shot the manager. He didn't shoot anybody else. He went postal, but he only went postal for the manager. I bet there was a lot of signs that everyone ignored. Everyone ignored him Because they figured, oh, that's John. He's always talking about he gonna kill everybody, child. That's his anthem. I don't know. Well, now John done killed everybody. What you should have said was, John, hey, buddy, when you get a chance, can I talk to you? I notice you're always talking about killing and, is everything okay with you? Are you okay? A sympathy ear can really help. You have to learn how to just be sensitive to other people, man. You have to learn that. If somebody comes to you and tell you, you know what? I'm very funny when it comes to being close to people because I've been hurt before. I'm very funny about that. You can't say, well, child, it is what it is. I'm funny. If you could say, hey, why are you like that? What happened? And then you'll be surprised what that person tells you. But a lot of us sometimes we're just using people for the season, and we're just using people to see what we can get out of them. And then once the using is finished, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my distance. I'm just gonna fall back, girl, because it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Gotta get my weave done, braids. My edges is starting to come back. You come back with these excuses that just would annoy anyone. And that's not emotional intelligence. When you have emotional intelligence, you can have a lifelong friendship with somebody who have emotional problems. Because you are going to be the person that knows how to detect these things. And I'm not saying you're out there being somebody's savior, or you always have to save them from their situations. But what I am saying is you have to have these skills. Once you have these skills, it goes into different compartments of your life. If you are emotionally intelligent, you will know how to be a dope mom, because your child will come to you with an issue. You won't be like, go sit down somewhere. I can't be bothered with this nonsense with you. Go sit down somewhere. You are going to say, you know what? Wow, I didn't know you were feeling like that. I didn't know this was affecting you like that. Let's have a talk. That's how you do it. You're not just dismissive. You're not just being dismissive of that child. You are embracing that child. That's a form of intelligence. How many times you hear, Mom, I'm going to knock you into the next century if you don't sit down? No, we ain't knocking nobody into any centuries. We're going to sit. We're going to have a conversation. Okay? That's what is missing. Conversations. People don't even talk no more. People who's on their phone. There was a story with this young girl. She was on her phone like this, to the point where she fell in the what is it, like a pool in the mall? Those are the things they have with the rainbow coming out of it, the waterfall. Yeah, the waterfall. She fell inside of it. Her intelligence was in the water. Okay, swimming with the rest of the ducks. Okay, then she wanted to sue the mall. You want to sue the mall because you didn't think to say, let me look at my phone, but let me also look up. Can you imagine somebody like that on the road driving? Just let me know when you're on the road so I could be off the road. Okay. You tried it. So emotional intelligence will let you know how to deal with little things. It will let you know how to deal with big things. And it will let you know. It's like a guide. It will guide you through life. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a perfect example. This example tops everything. You have somebody that you're cool with. Everybody falls out. It's 5 of you guys, right? Out of the 5, now 2 is not talking, right? Now it's 5 of you guys. 2 is not talking because they got into it so bad. Oh, they cursed each other out. Things were said. They can't come back from, But remember, it's 5 in the crew. Now, nobody haven't said anything. Months passed, even years passed. Now the crew has broken up. Now there's nobody there to say, damn, we were all good friends. We should have tried to stay together, And that's what I'm trying to say to you. If there was one person who said, you know what? I'm going to call you and I'm going to call you and I'm not going to let you guys know I'm calling each other. We all going to meet at this restaurant, we're somewhere local, and we're going to sit down. You're gonna put your problems on the table, you're gonna put your issues on the table, and we're gonna go to a balance and common ground. Nobody's doing that. Because you know what? That takes work, and that takes dedication, and that takes sympathy and empathy and all the thing. Okay? And a lot of people is not willing to do that. And now you need to ask yourself, who are you hanging around? Do they have emotional intelligence? If it's something is wrong, can they say, wow, I noticed that, I noticed Tanya is not herself. She's just been eating. We go out, she order 5 burgers, all she talk about is food. You're not realizing that Tanya is in a depressive state of mind. Your intelligence is off, lights off. So when you are skilled in these areas, it will be easy for you to navigate. It will be easy for you to say, you know what? I'm not gonna throw in the towels on this girl. I'm going to embrace her. I'm going to let her know I'm not gonna give up on you. I'm going to let her know I'm here for you. But no, a lot of us throw in the towels and they're done. Okay. And if you want to know how things feel, if you want to see what somebody else is going through, ask them. Sometimes I'll be honest with you, it's a simple conversation that just needs to be had. It's so simple sometimes. It's a simple conversation that needs to be had that is not being had. Okay? So let's realize if we have emotional intelligence. Let's realize if we are patient. Let's realize if we are sensitive to others. Let's realize if we have love. And let's realize the anger that comes from everyday triggers. But you as an intelligent person and as an emotional person, and now you put it together, now you are emotional intelligent, you can go about helping somebody. And you'll be a dope person for that. I just really hope that everyone comes together. I really do. We look out in the world today, we see what's going on. Who is emotional intelligent out here? Who? The president, the vice president? We don't know. Because every day is a new drama for your mama. Every day is something new. If it's not Corona, it's the stimulus check finishing. If it's not the stimulus check finishing, it's the PPE loan running out of money. If it's not that, it's something else. And there's a guy, speaking of emotional intelligence, there's a guy, right? And I think this was around Mother's Day, what he did to his child. We're going to listen and we're going to see if he had emotional intelligence, would he be in the predicament that he's in now? Let's listen to this guy.
This Milwaukee father, Travis Stackhouse, in court for the first time today, facing a homicide charge. The 29-year-old is accused of fatally punching his son, upset his son had eaten his Father's Day cake. Tears running down his face in court Thursday.
This baby.
Now, he was mad that his 5-year-old child ate his cheesecake. It's the cheesecake for me. Ate his cheesecake. The last piece of cheesecake he ate, that was his last meal. The very father who's supposed to protect him, who's supposed to love him, who's supposed to shield him from seen and unseen danger, was the same one who took him out. He is now remorseful. He is now crying. Do you feel sympathy for this person? For this man? What could provoke you to say you're going to kill your 5-year-old for a piece of cake? What could provoke you to do that? If he had thought, you know what, that's my little man, I could always go get another cake, it's whatever. Where was his intelligence? That's what I'm talking about. Your intelligence have to be even over the cake. Even over the cheesecake. You have to say to yourself, I don't need this piece of cheesecake. I could go a day without this piece of cheesecake. Now he's in jail because of a piece of cheesecake. Intelligence down the tube and behind bars. Ugh. Listen, guys. Let's think before we do things. If you're going to do the crime, make sure you're willing to do the time. And I know he feels a mess here. I know he does. Just looking at him, he feels like, what did I do? I'm going to do a show about spirits. Somebody remind me to do a show about spirits. I have to do a show about spirits. It's a lot of them running around here. Get away. It's a lot of them running around. We're going to do a show about spirit, guys. Because it had to be some type of spirit that flew in him for him to say, it's time to take my kids out of this. Something had to have happened within that little bit of time. I would like to thank everyone. I don't care if it's one person or if it's 10,000 of you guys. We are building over here. So everyone, I want to thank you so much. I really do. I mean that. I want to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for supporting my channel, and for taking this ride with me. You know, I like to say, let's get on the yellow bus. Yes, the yellow bus. Because that's where emotionally intelligent people are. And that's where the bullies are too. But we ready for y'all. Let's go. Bullies is getting knocked out emotionally. All right. So I just want to thank everyone who took the time out to rock out with me. I appreciate you. And I thank you so much. And this is Grace reporting. Take care. And again, I hope you had a fabulous Mother's Day. Bye. Take care.